Big thank you to newly added Looney Underground LLC located in Springfield. Get a hold of these guys for all your backhoe, trench, boring, and plowing services. If you need some help with those, reach them at 417-894-2939. All right, can I get these guys all lined out? All right, due to start on the pole is the X Machine out of Springdale, Arkansas. It's going to be Chris Lewis doing double duty tonight on his outside. That's going to be Mr. Dale Centers, the number 25 out of Cassville, Missouri. In the 00 machine, that's James Adams out of Gentry, Arkansas. And starting in the rear there, also out of Bentonville, Arkansas, the number 6 machine of Matt Thompson. Lights are out. We're ready to go racing. Coming around, we're looking for that restart zone. Brought to you by Ozark Fiber. Green flag, here we go. Dale Centers with the initial lead going into 1 and 2. Chris Lewis in that second spot. 00 James Adams in third. James Adams going to try to work that low line. Going to be Dale Centers leading lap number 1. Dale Centers, your man out front, half a second lead over the X Machine of Chris Lewis. 1 and 2 sticking together, James Adams and Matt Thompson kind of sticking together. Whoa, get a little crazy there in the X Machine. That will allow the 25 of Dale Centers. Get a little bit of a lead here. Stretches it out to 1.6 seconds over the X of Chris Lewis. Lewis again in that second spot. James Adams in the 00. In third, number 6 of Matt Thompson. Rounding out the field here, a good run on that top side for the 6. He'll poke his nose down to the bottom and tuck her right back in behind the 00 James Adams. 2.209 seconds the lead for the 25 of Dale Centers out of Cassville, Missouri. The X Machine pulling off, and also is the 6. Down to a 2-car race here. Dale Centers out front by half a track there. 00 James Adams in that second spot, 6.2 seconds behind. Going to go ahead and throw the white flag here for the 25 machine of Dale Centers. James Adams in the 00 going to take that same white flag. Centers on easy street coming through 3 and 4. Looking at that black and white checkered flag, going to take the win here in your pure stock heat race number 1. James Adams in the 00 going to come in that second spot. Chris Lewis and Matt Thompson pulling off there on lap number 3. Just want to remind all race fans, please keep children back from the fence as we're in racing here. Don't want any accidents. All right, got your Napa Auto Parts Midwest Modifieds coming on the track next, bringing 13 to the field. Starting on the pole is going to be the 27W of Terry Williams out of Springfield, Missouri. On his outside, it's going to be Garrett Thompson in the 929 coming all the way from Joplin. Inside row number 2, Michael Gillis in the 33 machine out of Clever, Missouri, rolling off on his outside. It's going to be the 12M of Ronnie Maples out of Crane, Missouri. Branson, Missouri's Justin Yako in the number 11 machine. Starting inside row number 3 there from the 5 spot on his outside, Mr. Brandon Himes. Surely representing Thomas Towing there in that beautiful green machine. He'll be in the number 23, and starting in the rear there, Mr. John Dame out of Fairgrove, Missouri in the number 27. Williams Thompson, row number 1, ready to get Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1 underway. Green flag, here we go. Green flag brought to you by Freedom Bank. Garrett Thompson, the 929, shooting off to the immediate lead there. 27 of Terry Williams will fall back to that second spot. Mr. Ronnie Maples making a way to a top 3 so far here. Gillis right behind him in that 33 machine. Garrett Thompson in the 929 going to go ahead and lead lap number 1, already up to a full second lead over the 27W of Terry Williams. Good run for Gillis down the backstretch, making up a lot of room on that 12 machine of Ronnie Maples. Going to poke it down to the bottom side, and that'll be it for the 3rd position. Ron Maples looking to make a move. This is going to be for 2nd. Looking down to that bottom side, trying to get under Terry Williams in that 27W. All 3 guys fighting for that 2nd spot. Garrett Thompson out front big, showing the way here. Lap number 3 of your Napa Auto Parts Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. Terry Williams still in that 2nd spot. Ronnie Maples looking for a way to get around. Gillis going to take that bottom line away. Maples going to try to shut the door on him. Gillis way high. Doesn't lose the position for it, though. Garrett Thompson still your leader. Track already starting to slick up. Watch out, Gillis. Gets into Yako just a little bit. Everybody stays corrected. Let's say green flag racing. Thompson out front by 3.251 seconds over the 27W of Terry Williams. Williams just one competitor now in the 12M of Ronnie Maples. Ronnie Maples half a second behind him. Justin Yako moves up to that 4th spot. Michael Gillis rounding out your top 5. Somewhere in all this, Mr. John Dame and Brandon Himes pull off, and I missed it. White flag for your leader, the 929 of Garrett Thompson. Running his fastest lap that last time by in an 18.986. Terry Williams doing the same, but a half a second slower than Garrett Thompson. Thompson making his way around 3 and 4. We're in a perfect little heat race here in our Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1. He'll take the win here in that 929 machine. 27W of Terry Williams coming in 2nd. Ronnie Maples rounding out your top 3. Justin Yako coming in that 5 spot. Michael Gillis able to get that 4th position back there on the last turn. Ronnie Maples coming in 3rd. Terry Williams finishing 2nd in that 27W. And your winner here in your Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 1, the 929 of Garrett Thompson. Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2 coming on the track now. Starting on the pole is going to be Steve Muhlenberg in a 33M machine out of Sparta, Missouri on his outside. Going to be Corey Henson out of Lebanon, Missouri in the number 6. Inside run number 2, the 292 out of Joplin, Missouri, brother Kyle Thompson to last heat race winner. Nathan Breezy looking for his 2nd win this year. Already got 1 feature win under his belt on that 1B machine out of Joplin, Missouri. Pete Richardson, I believe this is his first time here this year. Out of Springfield, Missouri, number 64 machine, won a couple races here last year. Justin Allen Jr. out of Oronogo, Missouri in the number 1 machine due to start in the rear there. Issues on the Thompson machine. We'll give him a minute to see if he can't get it back on the track here. All right, Mueller due to start on the pole there. Corey Henson in the number 6 machine on his outside. All right, gonna let it ride. 64 machine. Pete Richardson inside row number 2, the 1B of Nathan Breezy on his outside. And Justin Allen Jr. in the rear there. 8 laps the distance here on Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. You will breeze him around 1 and 2, 3 and 4. What am I even saying? Green flag, here we go. Muhlenberg shuts the door on that Henson machine. Henson slips up just a little bit. We're 3 wide for second. Breezy up to that second spot. Pete Richardson looking to his bottom side. He's going to try to be side by side with him here on lap number 1. He'll settle for third. Muhlenberg, your leader here. Heat race number 2. Richardson again looking to the bottom side of Breezy as they go down the backstretch. Muhlenberg had a 1.123 second lead that last time by over the 1B of Breezy. They're side by side and they touch. Coming out of 4. There's your experience of your drivers. They touch and they keep it going. Good competitive racing here in our Napa Auto Parts Power Ride Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. Richardson going to change his line. Look at that top side. Going to dive her down. Muhlenberg bouncing off the chip there. He's got a 2 and almost a half second lead. Breezy scoots it up the track. That'll allow Richardson right down the bottom. He'll take that second spot away. Breezy will move back to third. Breezy not going anywhere. They're fighting back from the bottom side. They're side by side. Richardson holding on to that second spot. Breezy will fall back to third. Corey Henson, Justin Allen Jr. rounding out the field there. Henson's got something hanging off the back of his car, but it doesn't matter. Breezy spins there coming out of turn number 4. He gets her back a going. Steve Muhlenberg way out front in this one. Pete Richardson in that second spot. Corey Henson moves up to third. Justin Allen Jr. in that fourth spot. Lights are out, ready to get it on again here in our Delaware double file restart. Again, Muhlenberg out front. Richardson and Henson a row. Number 2. Coming around 3 and 4, looking for that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Another good start for the 33M of Steve Muhlenberg, already out front. Wow, wow, look at Justin Allen Jr. jumping all the way up to third, and he'll pay for it. Another Joplin lock and key caution flag coming out here. Again, just halfway. 5 laps in the books of our Napa Auto Parts Power I Midwest Modified. Number 2. Again, these hot laps and heat races being brought to you by J&M Pallet Company, Southwest Missouri's leader in pallets. Looks like we're going to need some recovery work here. Looks like I'm a big fat liar, okay? Thomas Towing, not having to dig out the hooks. I'm all right with that. They do an excellent job, but we're ready to get back to racing here. Finally got that debris off of the one machine of Justin Allen Jr. Lineup is right. Lights are out. We'll be looking for that Ozark Fiber restart zone this time by. Going to be a single file restart. Steve Muhlenberg out front. Pete Richardson in that second spot. Breezy able to make it back up to third. A little bit of an early start. We're going to let it go. Green flag brought to you by Freedom Bank. Richardson with a much better restart this time by. Not going to be enough, though, for the 33M of Steve Muhlenberg. Coming around for lap number 6 here. Muhlenberg still your leader. Pete Richardson just less than half a second behind, 0.476. Nathan Breezy in that third spot, sitting comfortably. The one of Justin Allen Jr. fourth, and Corey Henson rounding out your top 5. White flag out for your leader, 33M of Steve Muhlenberg. In tow. Top 2 kind of breaking away, but I don't think Richardson's going to have anything for that 33M on these final turns here. Coming around turns 3 and 4. Your Napa Auto Parts Power Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2 winner, the 33M of Steve Muhlenberg. Pete Richardson coming in second. Nathan Breezy rounding out your top 3. One more big round of applause for the 33M of Steve Muhlenberg taking the win here in Napa Auto Parts Power I Midwest Modified Heat Race number 2. Pete Richardson coming in that second spot. Nathan Breezy in the 1B rounding out your top 3. Hey, we want to give a big shout out to Roger and the crew at Napa Auto Parts for picking up the Power I Midwest Modified sponsorship for the 2024 season. Located at 641 West Highway 60 in Monett, Cassville, 570 North Spring Park Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Visit Napa Auto Parts for all your car parts, accessories, tools, and equipment for your car and SUV. Up next, heat race number 1 of our INX Legends. Starting on the pole is going to be the one machine out of Spokane, Missouri. That's going to be Mr. Tanner Foster. And on his outside, Mr. Evan Pyle rolling off second out of Wheaton, Missouri in the number 72. Inside row number 2 is going to be Dave Smith in the number 38 out of Rogers, Arkansas. On his outside, Smoke Metcalf in the 00. Big thank you to Flying Bee Power Washing. If anybody needs anything power wash, give my man Caleb a call. Mr. Caleb Brown at 417-342-6199. He helped us out before the season started here by getting everything ready by power washing it for us. That way we have a clean start for the year. They're a mobile business, and they're ready to go, whether it's residential or commercial. They can get it done, anything from semi-trucks, trailers, dump trucks, personal vehicles, homes, or commercial buildings, even parking lots and drive-thrus, not to mention heavy machinery, farm equipment, and fleet trucks. Again, Foster starting on row number 1 on his outside pile. Smith and Metcalf, row number 2. Green flag was way early out of Foster there. We do have our Ozark Fiber restart zone there for a reason. All right, lights remain out. They just need to start. They need to hit the loud pedal there between the Ozark Fiber restart zone flags coming out of turn number 4 there. They keep wanting to start it in turn 3. Green flag, here we go. One machine of Tanner Foster, your leader on the outside as they make their way around turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch you go, Tanner Foster. Out front, Evan Pyle in that second spot. And a 38 of Dave Smith. Rounding out your top 3 here in your INX Legends Heat race number 1. Evan Pyle is going to take a look to the inside. Tanner Foster, that one machine, doing a good job of protecting. Another good dive bomb by the 72 machine. Evan Pyle's got a good run on that top side. He'll tuck it right back in. Taking a look to the bottom, tucks it. Tanner Foster out front by just 0.2 of a second that last time by. Dave Smith another 1.5 seconds back. Foster going to take another lap here. 3 laps in the books, running a 21.233 that last time by. Evan Pyle just biding this time, looking for the perfect opportunity to strike as he gets a good run coming off the front stretch. Going into turns 1 and 2. Look at him, there he goes, another good run. Going in to turns 3 and 4. Tucks her right back in. All over the back bumper there of that one machine of Tanner Foster. He's going to take it to the outside, going to look to go around him the hard way. If he could stay in it here in turns 3 and 4, he gets right up to that back bumper. Here comes the run down the front stretch. Still holding it right there. He's got a run on the bottom side, but it is just a little bit wet down there still. He'll lose a lot of ground for that, actually. Tanner Foster out front by just 0.1 of a second that last time by. Another good run for Pyle coming down the front stretch in that 72 machine. Pyle right back up to where he was. He's just trying to pick his spot here. Dave Smith about 3 seconds back there in that third position. White flag coming out for your leader, Tanner Foster in the one machine. Evan Pyle on his outside. There you go, sir. Going around the hard way down the backstretch. It's going to be a drag race. Side by side they are. Here they go into 3 and 4. Evan Pyle assumes the lead. Coming to the checkered flag. Evan Pyle is going to get the win there. Good race there at the end. Evan Pyle, the number 72 machine, taking the win there. Tanner Foster coming in that second spot. Dave Smith in the number 38 machine finishing third. And Smoke Metcalf finishing out the field there. Next Legends Heat Race number 2 making their way onto the track here. Another Foster starting on the pole, and this one it's going to be Kenny Foster in the 55 out of Spokane, Missouri. On his outside, it's going to be Kaylee Smith in the 83 out of Rogers, Arkansas. Inside run number 2 is going to be Cole Fry in the 7K out of Cassville, Missouri. On Cole's outside, Peyton Pyle in the number 41 out of Wheaton. Again, Foster, Smith, the row number 1, Fry and Pyle, row number 2. We'll doubly make sure these guys start their engines there in the Ozark Fiber restart zone. Start their engines. They're already running, you dumb. Sorry, can I say dumb on the internet? I can say dumb on the internet. I can do what I want. Well, kind of. There's no rules. Green flag, here we go. Kenny Foster sends him into 1 and 2. He is your leader. Cole Fry right behind him, the number 41 machine of Peyton Powell in that third spot. Kaylee Smith rounding out the rear of the field there. Coming around to lead lap number 1 is going to be the 55 machine of Kenny Foster. 22.359 second lap there. Cole Fry just a little bit slower, 22.529. Cole Fry protecting that bottom line. Watch out, we got the 41 machine of Peyton Pyle on the outside. We're side by side for second. Peyton Pyle going to take away that second position. He's going to try to take away first as they come around through 1 and 2. He'll tuck her back in. Kenny Foster protects that upper line. Going down the backstretch, another good run for Foster. Foster moves up the track. Another Foster-Pyle battle here in heat race number 2. I believe Peyton Pyle has him on the backstretch. He's cleared him now. Kenny Foster will move back to that second spot. Cole Fry looking to do the same damage on that top side. Halfway through your INX Legends heat race number 2. Peyton Pyle, your new leader here. Kenny Foster in that second spot. Cole Fry, your third place car. All three, top 3, staying relatively close together. Kaylee Smith, about another 7 seconds behind there. Kaylee turned their best lap last time by. It's 22.425. Two phalanges in the air for Peyton Pyle. It's going to be a white flag next time by. Cole Fry has got Kenny Foster in his sights as they go down the backstretch. Peyton Pyle may be too far gone. White flag for your leader, number 41 of Peyton Pyle. Kenny Foster in that second spot. Cole Fry in third. Down the backstretch they go, about a 3/4 of a straightaway lead for that 41 machine of Peyton Pyle. Here he comes off the turn, number 4, taking the win there in your INX Legends heat race number 2. Peyton Pyle, the number 41 machine. Kaylee Smith in the 83 coming in 4th. Cole Fry in the 7K coming in 3rd. Kenny Foster in 55 coming in 2nd. And your winner here in your INX Legends heat race number 2, the number 41 of Peyton Pyle. All right, Bomber Heat Race number 1. Just one heat race tonight. Starting on the pole is going to be Jesse Parmalee in the number 82 machine out of Neosho, Missouri. On his outside, Michael Grosbeck in that 32 out of Flemington, Missouri. Inside row number 2 is going to be Zachary Riddick in the number 11 machine out of Aurora, Missouri. On Zach's outside, Mr. James DeWitt in the 930. Multiple-time feature winner here at Monett Motor Speedway. And starting in the rear here, looking for another... Wait a minute, Mr. Dakota Maggard. That's not your car. Well, anyhow, Dakota Maggard in the 156 out of Springfield, Missouri. Going to start in the rear. Again, 8 laps the distance here. Parmalee, Grosbeck, row number 1, Riddick and DeWitt. Row number 2, Maggard all by their lonesome in the rear. Parmalee brings them through 3 and 4, looking for that Freedom Bank green flag. Here we go. DeWitt looking to get around that 32 machine right off the get-go. Oh. '82 machine of James Parmalee going to lead lap number 1, I think. Parmalee will lead lap number 1. 32 machine of Michael Grosbeck in that second spot. James DeWitt in the 930. Good run for Grosbeck as he goes down the backstretch, looking to go on around the top side of Parmalee. Parmalee letting it all hang out, coming off of turn number 4. A lot of smoke from that 11 machine. He's got a flat tire. '11 machine of Zachary Riddick pulling off the track there. Grosbeck gonna take the lead here on lap number 2. Parmalee loses 1 spot for sure. He's fighting it for that second spot, trying to hold it against James DeWitt. DeWitt and Parmalee side by side going down that backstretch. Parmalee holding it in. He'll clear the 930 of James DeWitt with that big V8 power. He's going to try to take his lead back here. He goes to the bottom side, gives a little love tap to that 32 of Michael Grosbeck. Trying to play it clean as they go through 3 and 4. Grosbeck with the preferred line up top there. DeWitt's going to look to the bottom side here. Good racing here from your Bomber Heat Race number 1. Michael Grosbeck out front by 0.6 of a second. Jesse Parmalee in that second spot. Good run for Parmalee, making up a lot of ground here in 3 and 4. DeWitt way high off of turn number 4. 2 phalanges in the air. Going to be a white flag this next time by. Jesse Parmalee loses a bunch of land coming out of 1 and 2. White flag out for your leader, Michael Grosbeck, in number 32 machine. Grosbeck had a 0.7 of a second lead that last time by. Parmalee was starting to close the gap there, but that 32 machine too much as he makes his way around 3 and 4. 32 of Michael Grosbeck taking the win there. 156 of Dakota Maggard finishing in that 4th spot. James DeWitt in the 930 finishing 3rd. Jesse Parmalee falls back to that 2nd spot, and Michael Grosbeck in a number 32 machine taking the win there in your Bomber Heat Race. Up next, we got your Davison Sons USA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Starting on the pole is going to be Wellsville, Missouri's Patrick Lewis on the 24L machine on his outside, coming all the way from Monett. Chance Mangrum in the number 21 machine. Inside row number 2, J.C. Mattingly in the M19 out of Springfield, Arkansas. On J.C.'s outside is going to be Kevin Kaiser in the 66K coming from Tawnytown, Arkansas. Mr. Burl Woods going to give a shot at the USRA B Modifieds tonight. He's got his 26 machine lined up inside row number 3 on his outside. The 7L of Trevor Drake out of Brighton, Missouri. And starting the first race, Miss Brianna Mattingly in the B19. Starting in the rear there, out of Springdale, Arkansas. Gonna be a no-go. We'll get them all lined back up. This guy's starting just a little bit early. All right, lineup's right. Here we go. Again, looking for that Ozark Fiber restart zone. Patrick Lewis brings them around 3 and 4. A little slower game this time. Green flag. Here we go. Much better start out of here. Davison Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Patrick Lewis all by his lonesome out front. Chance Mangrum in that second spot. Then a 3-car battle for that third position. Gonna be Trevor Drake fighting with that 19M of J.C. Mattingly. Drake holding on to that third spot now. Mattingly will fall back to 4th. Burl Woods rounding out your top 5 as they make their way down the backstretch. 66 of Kevin Kaiser falls in line in that 6th spot. And Miss Brianna Mattingly doing an excellent job of holding her line back there. One lap of the looks here in your Davidson Sons USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Patrick Lewis out front by 2.5 already over the 21 of Chance Mangrum. Mangrum floating her up real high. That is going to allow Trevor Drake to get on the underside, side by side. Here they are. Mangrum going to hold on for another lap. Trevor Drake, another good run off the bottom side of 2. They're side by side. There's going to be a lot of back and forth battle there between Mangrum and Drake. Advantage Mangrum on that top side once more. Just 9/100ths of a second separating your second and third place that last time by. Drake's gonna fall back. He's gonna take a look to the bottom side. If he can scoot up just a little bit, he may have him. And he shuts the door on Mangrum, taking that second spot just past your halfway. Patrick Lewis out front by 3.5 seconds over your now second place car of Trevor Drake. Drake in that second place. Mangrum in third. Mattingly and Woods rounding out your top 5. Leader Patrick Lewis in that 24L machine coming around 3 and 4. Going to take that white flag. Trevor Drake trying his best to reel him in. Not going to have enough time here in the heat race. Everybody pretty well stretched out here. The 19, J.C. Mattingly spins there. The 24L of Patrick Lewis taking the win there in heat race number 1 of your Davison Sun USRA B Modified Heat Race number 1. Trevor Drake finishing that second spot. Chance Mangrum rounding out your top 3. Burl Woods and Kevin Kaiser rounding out the top 5. Heat race number 2 making their way onto the track now. Starting on the pole here in your Davis & Sons Heat Race number 2. Matthew Maines out of Republic, Missouri in the 9M machine on his outside, making his 2024 debut here at Monett Speedway. Ryan Gilmore in the 66 machine. Inside row number 2 in the 37W machine is going to be Frank Washevix. I think I might have nailed that one. You guys try to say that at home because I cannot say it here. Rex Harris is going to start on the outside of row number 2 out of Max Creek, Missouri in the number 30 machine. Kason Harris and Kelly Chick Hicks, this year's points leader and last year's points winner, starting in the rear of the field. Matthew Maines looking for that Ozark fiber restart zone. Green flag, here we go. Gonna be a good battle for first. Up front, we got Ryan Gilmore right off the bat. Gilmore, Maines, and Harris, your top 3. Harris looking for a way to get under Matthew Maines that last time. Ryan Gilmore blazing a trail, hitting that 18-second. He could be in the 17 seconds this time by, look at him using that top line. Ryan Gilmore coming off a turn number 4 here. So close. Just 8/100ths of a second from that 17-second mark. Ryan Gilmore out front by 1.313 over the 9M of Matthew Maines. Maines running a pretty respectable 18.7 that last time by Rex Harris in that 3rd spot. And Frank Washevix. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. 17.924 out of the 66 of Ryan Gilmore. Fastest lap of the day from any car. Matthew Maines and Rex Harris rounding out your top 3 so far. 37 machine of Frank Washevix, Kason Harris, and Kelly Chick Hicks rounding out the field here. Gilmore going to try the bottom, floats her up through 3 and 4, makes his grand exit off the top there. Ryan Gilmore 2.545 seconds ahead of the 9M of Matthew Maines right now. Kason Harris back in that 5th spot, looking to reel in Frank Washevix. Looking on that top side. Washevix slips up just a little bit. He's trying to look to the bottom side. White flag for your leader, Ryan Gilmore, way out front. He's at 3.603 seconds ahead of Matthew Maines on that 9M machine. Harris again working that outside. Gonna tuck her back down to the inside. Meanwhile, out front, the 66 of Ryan Gilmore taking home the win. Matthew Maines on the 9M coming in 2nd. Rex Harris a close 3rd. Harris not enough time to get around Washevix. Kason Harris finishing in that 5th spot. Frank Washevix in the 4th spot. 30 of Rex Harris finishing 3rd. Matthew Maines in that 2nd spot. And your winner here in your Davis & Sons USRAB Modified Heat Race number 2, the 66 of Ryan Gilmore. Heat race number 3 making their way onto the track now. Starting from the pole is going to be the number 11 machine of Dustin Jennings out of Springfield, Missouri. On his outside, Aaron Speck out of Republic, Missouri in the 3A. Hoyt Miller, last week's winner in the 56 machine, going to start inside row number 2 out of Cross Timbers, Missouri. Again, I believe he is 14 years old. Hoyt Miller. Coming from Cross Timbers, Missouri. John Sheets in the 8S machine, due to start on his outside. Mr. Zane McCracken out of Monett, Missouri. Zane running that 22 machine. He'll start inside row number 3 on his outside. 3rd place in points currently. The 37 machine of Evan Clark. I believe that 22 is Woodcock's old car. Hey, big thank you to our small business friend down there, Miss Amanda Falk with Fairy Tale Creations. Well, I'm so happy she's able to make it out here every week. You can find Fairy Tale Creations on Facebook or Etsy shop at Fairy Tale Create, all one word, which you can find a link to if you scroll down on our Facebook feed. If you're looking for a personalized gift, look no further. If it's not in her shop, she can most likely make it. She's got printed items, handmade earrings, tumblers. Even some of the tumblers, they've got a speaker on the bottom, which she's playing for you down there. If you go and take a visit at her shop there, you can even have pins and everything else made for you. Just go visit her. She'd love to tell you about it here as we start heat race number 3 of your Davison Sons USA B Modified. Hoyt Miller picking up where he left off last week, but watch out. We got the 8S machine of John Sheets hot on his trail. Hoyt Miller coming around the lead lap number 1. John Sheets trying to make a spot on the outside. Flat tire on that 11 machine of Justin Jennings. Hopefully he can make it around to that. And he does. Hoyt Miller going to lead lap number 2, running at 18.788. That last time by John Sheets, 0.2 of a second behind. Sheets running that way high side. They're inspecting that 3A machine. Sitting in that 3rd spot, Evan Clark making his way up to 4th, and Zane McCracken holding on to 5th there. Watch out, John Sheets. Looking to the top side, going to take the lead here on lap number 4. Sheets running his fastest lap that time by, able to break free. I imagine this one's going to be much faster. 8S to John Sheets, your new leader here. Just past your halfway point, running at 18.232. Hoyt Miller about a whole second back now. Aaron Speck in that 3rd spot. Evan Clark and Zane McCracken rounding out your top 5 and your field here. Coming to lap number 6-2 phalanges in the air for your Davison Sons USA B Modified heat race number 3. John Sheets looking for the white flag this time by. Hoyt Miller taking that same flag here one more time around for the 8S of John Sheets. Hoyt Miller already 2.648 seconds behind. Checkered flag coming out for the 8S, your leader and winner of your Davison Sons USA B Modified heat race number 3. Zane McCracken finishing in that 5th spot. Evan Clark in the number 37 machine finishing 4th. Aaron Speck in the 3A finishing 3rd. Hoyt Miller, last week's winner, finishing 2nd. And John Sheets in the 8S winning your Davison Sons USA B Modified heat race number 3. That will take us into intermission here